The former Minister of Interior, Fred Matiang'i, in Kenya, came out to reveal that during the Uhuru tenure, different countries used to call them so that they can repatriate political prisoners, and they refused. And now is coming out to attack the RUTO's administration that is heeding to the calls. We all remember that Kizza Besigye was arrested in Kenya, and the regime of Ruto never gave out a notice about this. Matiang'i said these statements.
I was the minister when Magufuli's opponents came here after the elections in 2000. And President Kenyatta na sisi tulikataa kuwakamata because walikuwa wanatupigia simu kila wakati, oh kamata huyu sijui nini. We told them, my friend, the largest UN office outside of the north is in Nairobi. Tunaheshimiwa. We are now in the UN Security Council. Na sasa the Commissioner General for UNHCR ako hapa. Sisi ndio tunaheshimiwa dunia hii kwa vile tumeweka refugees hapa. We can't arrest people kiholela kwa sababu serikali ya kwao haiwataki. Sasa hii mambo umeona hivi karibuni ya ujinga kabisa, eti Kizza Besigye anakuja kushikwa hapa kupelekwa huko, inaharibu sifa yetu. Na tukipata nafasi, Mheshimiwa Rigathi na wengine wataweza kueleza hata shida yetu ya chai kwenda Sudan imetokana kwa sababu wale wakora wa Sudan wameishi hapa. Sasa serikali ya huko imesema sisi hatuwezi kuchukua chai ya Kenya. Wakulima wa hapa sasa ndio wanaumia kwa sababu ya maneno kama hayo. Hiyo ndio sababu wananchi tunataka serikali. Mtupe serikali, mtuunge mkono. Sisi tunyoroshe hii nchi, tuishi vile tunatakiwa kuishi kama wananchi wa Kenya.
That is the former Interior Minister. So you must acknowledge that one, Kenya is the biggest democracy in East Africa, and shows you how other regimes do their politics. When he was under Uhuru Kenyatta, Magufuli used to call him to arrest political prisoners. They refused. I hope that even Uganda did so. To explain this, Kizza Besigye was arrested in Kenya with the help of the Kenyan police. The Kenyan administration never came out with a communication about this. So it continues to confirm that what Matiang'i says is the truth. That if you run to a certain country, they can repatriate you for politics. Remember, in the UN resolution, we are not allowed to repatriate any political prisoner back to his country, unless he's a criminal, maybe murder, etc. To an extent that even if he's a murderer, there are protocols like international police, etc. you are supposed to pass through. Kizza Besigye was just abducted, and he tainted the foreign policy of Kenya, but also it tainted the image of Uganda. So, purpose of this video, I've come to talk about the statements which were made by Frederick Matiang'i, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the statements we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're into this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube. Type in Sula Mawagale. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. One, Matiang'i, the former Minister of Interior in Kenya, confirmed that different governments used to call them to arrest political prisoners. Under Ruto, he has undone the democracy. In fact, under Uhuru Kenyatta, it's the day when Bobi Wine went there to campaign for Babu Wino. Kenya, which has always been a safe haven, is no longer a safe haven. Under Ruto is when the RSF leader, the rebel leader in Sudan, had meetings in the bombers of Kenya. And it is the truth. Okay? So Ruto has lowered the bar when it comes to democracy. No wonder I pray that he is defeated in 2027. Extending Ruto's tenure is akin to extending General Kaguta Museveni's rule of authoritarian. Is bleak about democracy, yet he stood on the platform of fighting for the same. In fact, if you remind back when Ruto was campaigning, you could clearly see that he was a pro-people person. So Matiang'i coming out to say that, it sends a signal that General Kaguta Museveni, the way they got Dr. Kizza Besigye was a combination of two forces, because no country can enter another country to abduct someone. Even if they do so, a country that in which the prisoner has been abducted will come out to protest. Kenya never protested. They kept a deaf ear. Kizza Besigye was tried in a court-martial. Even up to now, he is spending more than 7 months in jail without even bringing evidence. Under the constitution, there is a mandatory bail when someone spends more than 6 months in jail. Kizza Besigye has never got that. The same constitution that was created in 1995 is not being abided by the same people who created it. Can you imagine building the house yourself and you continue critiquing it? That is bad. So Matiang'i coming out to say that, it sends a signal that we are under bad leadership across the country. Even the best democracy in East Africa, that is Kenya, is being ruined by an overzealous person who puts friendship above constitutionalism and understanding. Okay, so one, as a viewer of this video, you must continue praying for Dr. Kizza Besigye, because now he's an old man, he's going to make 70 years. He has spent almost his entire adult life fighting for equity and freedom and constitutionalism. Is being humiliated by the same government he had to pour blood for. And the statements of Matiang'i should not be taken for granted. Of course, as my opinion remains truly Mr. Makinde Kabe Suleiman Magal. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.